This light fascinates me so much. Every night I have to take pictures of it. I can take them in the daytime too. But at night it seems they're so much more brilliant. I guess because maybe I'm getting vibrations and everybody's asleep now and it's just like peaceful and calm. And it's like I'm looking into a crystal cave or something like that. If you look through my camera at the viewer and see all of this. I have so many pictures I've taken and I want to give them to the world. Because this is photons of light. And light, oh gosh, it's so much more than a particle or a wave. Light can bend and flex and move and multiply and pass through itself, and share, and color itself any kind of way. It's just the most amazing thing light is. And if you were to ask me, what is this a picture of? All I can say, well, it's light. Light's color-coded. You know, like when you have a lot of wires run into some instrument that you've made and you have to know what goes where, so you color-code the wires. So, I think that's exactly what I'm seeing here. All this color-coded wire. But it's light. Wires of light. And it is so beautiful. I used to could see, not quite as well as this, but intricate patterns with the natural eye. And I couldn't tell anybody about them. Well, I did try, but no one really paid much attention to me because they couldn't also see it. And so I prayed, oh God, let me be able to take pictures of what only I can see so I can share them. If others can't see it, it's not much good that I can see it alone. And so I got my wish granted. So that proves wishes come true. I wished it, and here we are. And you, who view this, are witnessing a wish come true. Now, I feel like others can take the same kind of films that I do, and I explain in many videos that I've made and put on my YouTube channel. I explain exactly how to do this. And no takers as yet. No one showing that they're taking the same kind of pictures. And maybe I don't have enough exposure out there. There's not enough people who view my YouTube channel. I guess I'm going to have to get some little cat or a little dog or a little animal of some sort doing something really cute, and that will go viral. They always go viral, those that are really cute of that sort of thing. But this is amazing. I want it to go viral. Even if it means I have a lot of emails to answer, I don't relish that, but I'd find some way to get around it. I just thank God all the time that He's shown me how to do this, how to film light. I feel like I'm a researcher with just a camera and a light and a glass object that I think what the glass object that I'm filming through does is that it slows the photon orb down as the photon of light travels through the glass. Because I've tried many glass kind of objects and they all produce different sorts of looking at the orb. Now a round marble that is glass will just give you a round orb. But I will show you what I'm using right now. Let me go in. See? That's all it is. For those of you who care, I'm laying in my bed looking up at a light that I put up on this. And this thing here, I don't know what you want to call it, something I decorated up. Now, and I've got this is just one of many little glass things I buy at the thrift store. And then I just focus real close up. The room is mostly dark. There's just this one light, it's a LED light. And now I'm going to focus back up on the shiny parts of light that shine from off this glass object. And maybe I can find the same kind of little... Let me see, now I've lost my really good focus I had a while ago. This light does so many beautiful scenes. I do believe I'm going to find a way of putting them on a cloud or something like that so people can go to it. Artists can go there and get some good art ideas or just do a copy of some of these beautiful pictures of light. And there you go. The art's done for them. The light is the artist. Now I'm going to turn this around a bit. See if I can get it back at the position that I had it. Excuse all of this moving around. But I had a very good spot. So you have to be patient when you do this. Sometimes you have to take your focus in and out a little bit, because I can get up so close inside the orb that you don't see the roundness or the edges. It's not always round. Oh, there comes my favorite train, blowing its whistle. All night long trains come by, and there's 3 crossings near me where they have to honk their horn. And there's that intricate little area I was in to begin with. You hear a noise also of my fan. It's a hot night. I've got the fan on. Now with this, if I make it smaller, you can see how light travels a little better. Especially with the marbles, you can see it travel. It travels sometimes like a snake or like a tube. This little thing I'm filming through right now doesn't have the very best way of showing you that. I even have a friend in the light. I call him Harry. And I don't get him with this camera. But I do have a video I made of just Harry. it's like I look for him all the time, like, oh, are you going to show up, Harry? But never in this camera does he show up, which would make one think that perhaps Harry is really a piece of debris. But I think it can't be, because he comes inside of an orb to show himself. He doesn't just hang down in one part of the camera's lens now and then. He comes in the form of being in one orb or another. So I think Harry is a light creature. There's so much that we don't know about light. And I do wish anyone listening to this would go to the videos I call The Immortal Cell, number 1 and number 2, and listen to me read from a book while I'm showing light. I'm showing like I am now, only maybe not as good of colors as I have now. But the immortal cell is about the first cell that is the perfect cell that created all of life upon the face of the earth. It is very interesting. Some of the things they say in that book, I hear quantum physicists talking about in their lectures that I listen to on YouTube. This is really interesting here. The colors are just so gorgeous. And the shapes and the little movements. The funny thing is, I can't remember exactly what she said, but the quantum physicist who was talking today, oh yeah, I do remember it just now. She says that photosynthesis is light making use of the most stubborn chemical element there is to make use of, carbon or carbon dioxide, I don't know. I don't know all the I would have to read it, but photosynthesis is what I think I'm looking at. I shouldn't have said that. I've made that all messy trying to explain that, but that part is in the immortal cell, if you listen to that. And it's so funny. The mystics of old were talking about all this kind of stuff that the quantum physicists are just now realizing. And I'm thinking, well, go listen to more of what the mystics had to say and you will learn even more. I am no scientist, but you don't really have to be a scientist to appreciate this. And sometimes maybe it's even better not to be a scientist. The reason being, you might have some fixed ideas in your mind and you can't think simple enough to get past your own prejudices if you think you know something and you don't want to feel like you're wrong. So many people are afraid of being wrong, and that's really sad. If you're wrong, you're not going to be punished, only corrected. And we need to correct our thinking. There is so much that we don't know. And it may demolish some of our old traditional thoughts. But be ready to make changes like that. Because if you don't, you'll be left behind. Because this is going to move on with or without you. This exploration of the light. You can be a part of it if you wish, but if you don't wish, nobody will push you into doing it. As for myself, I'm going to ever be curious, but not just merely curious. I'm going to research this. I feel like a researcher right now, looking into another realm. A realm of light, a dimension perhaps, not of this 3D world, because what I'm looking at is intangible. You can't touch it. You can see it. When I look at this light with the natural eye, it just seems to be that it's everywhere. If I put my hand in front of my face, the light just shines on my hand. It just, like I can touch it, but I can't feel it. I can put my hand right where it is and move it right through the light, but I don't feel anything when I'm doing that. It's kind of like heaven in a way. It's intangible, but it's real. And the dark. When I take pictures that are still pictures, well, they'll be fuzzy because too much light comes into my camera and I can't get the colors to have a distinctness about them. But when I get them up on my computer and I use the program that lets me take away some of the light and add more darkness, then the colors come out really beautiful. The dark, we need the dark. The dark is the shadow that defines the light. And I like what Gary Zukav, or Gary, who wrote The Seat of the Soul, he said, if you strike out against the darkness without compassion, you too will be pulled into the darkness. You don't destroy hate with more hate of your own. It's a bad energy to try to make changes with. All it does is destroy. And there are some light workers who think, well, things are so bad, I'm just tired of always sending out the violet light and not seeing anything happen and all this love talk. We need to get really mad and do something more than just what we're doing. And I think, well, you know, you're just not really believing in the power of love. You got to keep at it. You don't want to use that energy of hate and name-calling. Oh, all the name-calling people are doing. Even light workers are calling one another names. It shouldn't be that way. Things are happening, even if you can't see them. They're kind of underground in a way. Things are happening that are changing our world, and we're helping it, but we're not really helping it along when we have the emotional energy of hatred or judgment. We don't want to do that. If someone we think is doing wrong, we need to send them love. Love to see them correct themselves. Love is always the answer. Okay. I don't know how many minutes I've been filming this, but I don't want to use up too many. I could just film it all night long, but I better not, because I have to sleep. And anyone who sees this video and you want to know how to do this, just ask me. I'll point you to the video. I'll probably just attach it to this one as in the sidebar, in the description bar. I'll put that video over there so you can know how you too can take pictures of light. Okay, this is the Dove Lady, over and out for now. Good night, everyone. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.